Okay, you ready? We're going to talk money, business, career, lifestyle. These are not separate things. This is what we compartmentalize and think that we can be spiritual people and then struggle over here. I'm going to tell you why it's critical for you to look at your whole life as one thing happening and handle it accordingly. In fact, I'm going to show you how. We're going to talk about it today because it's time to resolve all the issues in your life that are taking you into that negative space. We're going to switch into a happier reality dimension for you if you choose. You ready to go there? Let's start now. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears, live an amazing life. My bangs are getting too long. All right, you ready? Okay, why do we go to work and then we, have money and then we struggle, we save, we're going to retire. We're miserable. People are miserable. 85% or more. I think it's like 87% of the people hate their jobs. Even more now because a lot of people are saying, I don't want to go back to that job, or I'm here in my house, thank God. And they're realizing how cool it is to work out of your house. And then I want to ask you right now, if you didn't get paid for what you do for a living, would you do it? We should love what we do for a living. Now, I'm going to ask you another thing. If you were in an abusive relationship, one that you really hated, even if you weren't like physically abused or anything, but just really every day was struggle, would you stay in it? Well, some of you do. I know you do. And you're miserable. This is what we do with our jobs and our careers. We go in and maybe we're not being treated well or compensated properly, and we stay in them. And then we say, so-and-so shouldn't make money, or the rich people are bad, and all this other stuff. You know what? Everybody is an individual. Abundance is abundance, and there are no limits to the universe. And if you start creating those restrictions, then that's your reality. It's not mine. You can live an amazing life. What you do for a living, earning, lifestyle, contributing to the planet, your spiritual wellness, your health, all of it works together. I'm going to give you an example. I was an investment banker for 25 years. All right? I didn't choose that career. I was doing 101 other things. That's another thing. Focus. You need to stay on one thing. Entrepreneurs don't focus on one thing. They will focus on the thing that they love, that they want to complete, but they always have 101 other things going. You probably like that, right? It's an amazing thing. ADD. What's that? All inventors had it. It's a great thing. As long as you focus on what you desire and you stay there and you're not all over squirrel, sparkle. You know how that works. We all have done that before. If you want to accomplish your goals, you have to decide what it is. That's your first thing. My message to the universe has to be clear. Because if I'm not clear, what? It's going to you go in a restaurant. I want a burger. No, I want fries. No, I want a steak. No, I want a BLT. Hello. Make up your mind. Okay, as soon as you're ready, I'll take your order and put it in. And that's how we're communicating in the universe. 24/7, I'd say the majority of people are doing that. Here's my goal. I can't do it. Oh, I have these problems. My 3-second to manifest anything. That's why I'm like, catch yourself, man, because you're all day long. You're manifesting that and not this, what you desire. But so here's what we do. We separate these things. Okay, I'm going to make money and I'm going to save enough so that I can go do what I love, or travel, or buy a house on the beach or whatever. And then I'm struggling over here and suffering. What the heck is that? So 25 years I stayed in a career. It was a lot of fun, a lot of the time, but it was not what I chose. I fell into it and I was really good at it. It was also very, very challenging. Financial industry, extremely challenging. Not something I would choose because I'm a very creative person. But I was a writer. I was a writer since I was a kid. I had scholarships. I was an intern on Capitol Hill. I was a writer on Capitol Hill. I did all kinds of cool stuff. Got awards. Why didn't I do it? Nobody encouraged me to do that because you can't make money doing it. Well, that's a load of crap. Yeah, authors don't really make a lot of money. There's so many different ways to do anything that you love, right? You can give me anything. Give me anything and I'll tell you how to make money. Oh, by the way, I'm going to have a live webinar on this. I'm going to have a free live webinar. Don't be charging anything. Okay, I'm not. Come on, free. Then it'll be, oh, but I have to pay for my education. Really, like Harvard, you know, and Yale and all these. How do you think they keep going? They need money to keep going, right? All right, so let's talk about this. 25 years, I was getting heart palpitations, and I was convinced there was something wrong with my heart. I was running like at least 5 miles a day, weight training. I was, up until recently, I was doing CrossFit. You know how tough, whoa, we're talking serious stuff. And I went in and got a full-blown physical, and they said, lady, they even did the stress test. And they said, lady, there's only one other person who has these kind of stats, and he's 20-some years old, and he works here in the clinic. They said, you are like off the charts healthy. And my family, they live to be in their hundreds. I'm Scandinavian, right? I got good genes. So what was the problem? It was my freaking job, right? And by the way, I owned my own business. I had a pretty high-level senior vice president wealth management, down in New York, and got out of that, and then had my own business in private equity. And I got to tell you something. I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I'll give you an example. I want to ask you if you're doing this. I got an offer for a first-class trip to Italy by a friend, and his family, somebody worked for the airlines, and then we had a spa in Italy opening up. I had to turn it down, and I said, that's the last time I'll do it. Do you know, I got that almost identical trip from somebody else last year. Yeah, first-class trip, amazing, to Italy. It finally came, and I said yes. I didn't even have to think. I didn't even have to look at my schedule because I work online. I created a new life for myself. Why aren't you doing that? I'm not talking about just working online. You guys see this. This is why I promote this. It's like, this is not separate from the spiritual channel that I teach. It's not separate. But people think, oh, she's making money and doing that. That's why you're broke. That's why you're struggling yourself, because you separate those two things and you think wealthy people are, evil or what. No, it's the individual. It's what you do with it. You could be an evil broke person or an evil wealthy person. In fact, wealth sometimes opens the door to find out who you really are. That's all it's doing, right? You can go to the dark night of the soul and be awakened, and as soon as you get wealthy, you turn into a a-hole. So seriously, that's why life will open up doors to say, who are you really? I'm going to keep challenging you. If you think you're awakened, it's easy to be, a monk, up on the mountain, and then go into real world and see if you're awakened. And that's all money and those other situations do. But abundance is abundance and is meant for everybody. It's meant for you. Are you in a situation, and this includes your relationships, everything, are you like compartmentalizing your life? Well, I have to do this, and I'm going to meditate and do this, and then you're having the friggin' heart palpitations, waking up at 3 a.m. sweating like I was. I was like, oh my God, I should not be feeling this way because, I've got all this amazing career. And well, not if you don't love it. And then how many people save up to start living their lives in their 60s? What the heck's that? It's programming. And we're told it's okay. And so many of you think, oh no, I'm not going to do this or this. Why not? Why not? Do you want to own your own business? Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you doing it? Fear of failure. Yeah, you're going to fail, all right. If you don't do it, you're going to fail. Right? There's no such thing as failure. There's only learning and expansion. And if you're not doing that, that true failure is not trying at all. Hobbies, what's a hobby? Do you know how many hobbies you could monetize? Love what you do, help other people, give your expertise. I started knitting recently. Oh my God, I'll pay anybody to teach me how to do certain things. Yes, I want their expertise. They should be rewarded for that. I will pay people whatever amount of money if I think they really are valuable and they're going to contribute positively to my life. They deserve to be compensated. But we have this really warped sense that other people shouldn't make money doing what they love or doing good things. Oh my God, that's what's kept us in poverty, for centuries, right? Just give, work hard. No, you don't have to work hard. You have to work smart and pick something that you love, because if you love what you do, like I do, 6 years ago I quit. I learned internet marketing. I said, I've got to get the skills to give myself freedom. What do I want in my life? Start listening to things you want in your life. What's going to give that to you? And what do you need to do to get it? All right? I had to learn new skills in an area that was very uncomfortable for me. I knew nothing about technology. I had no products or services, and I decided that I was going to go get training, but I wanted it from people who really knew their stuff, but that had values and ethics, and they weren't just out to make the money. They really cared about me, and I found it. And 6 years ago, I changed my life, and that's why I'm a YouTube influencer. That's why I have 2 successful online companies, helping people change their lives. I can't tell you how great that feels to not only flourish abundantly, but to be fair with other people, to give away a lot of free stuff, but also be compensated for the things that I create, and see the difference it makes in their lives, and teach them that they can do the same thing. And that's how economies flourish, and people become happy, and we become a happy community instead of pointing fingers at each other with the dividing lines of wealth. That'll go away because everybody can be abundant. And if you love what you're doing, you're not going to be so concerned about the money. The reason we chase money so much is because we think it's going to solve our problems. And when you're doing what you love, and you have abundance, and you have the things that you desire, you realize you don't have to have all that. You don't have to go to this extreme level. That you can love your life and flourish, be abundant, and give. It doesn't have to be the millions. And some of you desire that. That's cool too. You can do that. But it will take physical planning and effort. And you have to get the skills. You have to learn things. You have to make a decision, put a plan in place, and you have to be that person. All right? So I quit my investment banking job. My Series 7 licenses expired, and I thought I was the most free person on the planet. I thought I'd freak out. I went, oh my God, I should have done this years ago. I didn't know what I was going to do. And then I saw an ad. You guys see my ads all the time. I said, yeah, this is it. I just need the training. I need to do it in a way that's free. I got on my computers. I learned it. I buckled down and did the work. I did not just say, are you going to make me rich? When am I going to make money? I don't know. When are you going to make money? You hold the power. So I got the skills, and I said, I know these people that are successful, what they're doing. If I do what they're doing, and I conform to what I want to do with my life, I've achieved my goals. And I did that. I started writing. I wrote a best-selling, award-winning book. It's a television movie. I have 2 other books after. I have 3 books. I have 2 more coming out. 2 of my books are bestsellers, award-winning books. I won the Hollywood Book Fest for like all categories. With my second book, my first one, I won my category award for the Hollywood fiction category. What can I tell you? I did it. Nobody was going to write that book for me. Nobody made me train for that internet marketing, that internet digital business. I should say business. It's not just marketing. It's a businesses I create. Nobody did that for me, but they helped me to get there. And when you start to take responsibility and ask yourself, what part of my life is not working? Is it your health? Are you eating the wrong things? Are you overweight and you're not doing what it takes? You've got to keep seeking till you find what works. That's part of your adventure and your journey here. And when it happens, it's like, wow, I did it. That's the beauty of it. If you just said thin, and you were thin, healthy, money, you'd be bored out of your brain. Somebody said, we were meant to be wonderful. We are wonderful. Yes, we're wonderful, but here, the contrast on earth allows us to experience what it's like to have to work for something, to have to maybe struggle a little bit, to experience pain, to experience loss, to not achieve our goals, and to try and find the solutions to other things. It's fun because you're going to get there. If you keep going, you're going to get there. Do you want your own business? We're helping change lives. This is a free workshop. Go check it out. You don't like it, unsubscribe. You know what? This pointing fingers and Do what you want. If you don't like something, don't do it. Focus on what you desire. You can create anything. Hey, do you like this? This is a designer. This is another thing. I thought, oh, I'm going to get in women's fashion. And I bought all this inventory, this amazing stuff. I didn't know how to market it. It was another reason. I'm like, I better learn how to market online. So I had to learn online how to create online stores, because like, who wants a physical store anymore, right? So I have all this amazing jewelry. I'm actually going to be donating most of it to the restaurant industry for all these people who are out of work. It's going to go on their e-commerce store. Good things can come from things that seem like they're problems at the time, and now all that inventory, I'm like, wow, I'm going to be able to do something really cool with that. And I'm going to tell you right now, the world is your oyster. And don't blame that out there. This is the biggest opportunity you have ever had to make a change in your life, because it's in your face that that's not working. That those jobs we don't love, that we don't want to go back to the careers, that we're not happy, and that money's an issue. It should not be an issue. It doesn't have to be an issue with you. But if you don't change what you're doing over here, you cannot live this life. And you can't just dip your toe in the water over here and say, oh, well, and run back to that. You will never change, right? You have to shift your mind. The same mind that created the problem cannot solve the problem. Einstein, right? So what does that mean? You have to change how you think about things. So I cannot look at this way and have this pessimistic, blah, blah, finding all the problems attitude if I want to be successful. Do you think any extremely wealthy person just dabbled a little bit in something? No. They stuck with it, and they got ideas, and they changed the ideas, and they kept going till it worked. It's not like, oh, I invented the light bulb. No, after 5 million tries, I didn't invent the computer after one try. Everything evolves. Are you ready to do that? It's time. That's part of the 5D, is to go into creativity, to say, what is it I truly want to do, and how can I create something out of this that's part of my life, my healthy, happy, spiritually healthy life. It's not, oh, this over here, and then I'll go meditate. No. We're done with that. Start to go into that space. Find the help. Get the people who either know what you need to know or are doing what you desire to do. Get the training, get the skills, and go do it. And you know what? It's college. Did you come home from college and go, I don't like this? They go in and study and pass the doggone test. But we handle everything else differently. Why is that? And you know what? You can do it so much quicker now. Everything's accelerated, including creating whatever you desire to create abundance and income, loving what you do, sharing with the world. You guys have so many skills and talents. It's mind-blowing. There's a ton of artists out there creating their online businesses. They're like, oh, I can actually get paid for this. Starving artist, my bummy. Yeah? Well, I'm an artist. Guess what? And I'm creating all kinds of things now. My Spiritual Butt Kick book is coming out this year. This is 2020 as of this video. All right. Career, income, business, every area of your life. Are you staying with something that's not working? Why? Why? What are you afraid of? Fear, breakthrough fear, right? Go take my breakthrough fear course. Yeah, you have to pay for it. I have a discount. You can go check it out. Hey, listen, I'm here to help you in every area of your life. And I saw the divide between the spiritual and the whole business thing, and I thought, this is not right. We are separating these things, and we're miserable, and we're trying to be spiritual, and we're not realizing this is your life. All of it. All of it. And you can control. And it's scary to change. Change is scary. But people will stay in stuff that they despise. They despise just because they know it. They're familiar with it. You don't want to live your life like that, do you? If not, go explore what is it you want to create. You guys who want to learn the internet market, that's a free, get the information. Go get the information, make up your own mind. It may give you ideas for other things. Do you have skills? Do you have your own business already? If you're not doing well, go learn the skills. Because the traditional business not working anymore, and it's not going to for a long time. It's going to transform in positive ways. It really is. Positive ways. A lot of stuff's going to be eliminated that people are not going to tolerate anymore. So quality, value, ethics, make sure all that's behind. Not, I'm going to make money here. And this is my favorite one. If you're spiritual, you shouldn't make money. And the people that say that, I'm like, okay, what do you do for a living? Oh, I go into a chemicals plant, or I'm serving fast food loaded with chemicals to people, or I'm like, can we like sort this out and really take a look at how programmed we are? What if you did something amazing and made money? Not, I'll be spiritual and give things away free, but then I have to go destroy the planet to make money. No, you don't. We have to be citizens, responsible citizens. It's time. So yes, we can live a wonderful life, but we didn't come here to be like, in La La Land. We came here to be challenged and to experience contrast. And it's time for us to go into that amazing place and demonstrate our powerful, powerful skills and all of our powers, period, because you and the quantum field are not separate. You are the quantum field. If you place an order, it's placing the order. Not separate, there's no delay. It's happening, you're happening. Whatever you're thinking, you're doing. Time to take it up a notch. You ready? You guys, please subscribe. Please share these. If you like it, please like. If you don't, skip. And if you want the free video series, you can go here. Hey, down in the description, I have my free weekly video series, Manifest Anything. And so I talk to you about stuff like this. Once a week, you get a video. And then you get, if I have any cool stuff, like new stuff coming out, or courses, or discounts, free stuff, you're the first one to know. I love you. You're whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. I hope you enjoyed today. No, I didn't have a lot of coffee. I'm just like this. Namaste.